Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hey, hi everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So, good morning. Good morning to all. So, how are you all? How are you all?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. So, okay, let us start with the day one today. Okay. So, we will be going ahead with this agenda for today. So, So first, okay, so I will be taking the small introductions, okay, and then what is the expectation of this course, and then so what this course all about, just for 15 minutes, okay. So once after this is done, so and alignment of the expectations, so we can able to move ahead with the kind of, and so what is that? So we are going to discuss, and then deep dive into the AEP. Okay, so what is the CDP, and then so how that CDP will be there. Okay, as this is an hands-on journey, so I will be providing you all the accesses by the end of this course, by the end of the today. Okay, and you will be getting that okay over the email. Okay, so the accesses will be provided to you, and by my one of my employee. Okay, he will be in office very soon, and then he will be providing you access over the email. Okay, over the email he will be communicating you what is the user ID and what is the password that you need to log in into Adobe environment. Okay, so once after that, so we will be taking it ahead, and then so we will be moving into our first project called Infinite Race RMR. Okay, yeah. So we will be moving into the first project called Aramark, and then so I'll be going ahead with this. Like, can you able to see my screen? Please confirm yes.
Yes,
Okay, so we will be going into the first project, okay, and then so I will be explaining you about the kind of an implementation, and then so I will be taking it ahead. So with the first project, and then how to implement the web SDK and that, and then so we will be moving ahead with the AEP next, okay. So and then so we will be covering it up each and everything, and there is no fancy slide. Only today I am going to tell you about the slides, and then all these slides will be live on the platform, and then you can able to view that slides, okay. And once after my employee will be coming okay on board, okay, he will be providing you accesses to this live classes. Sorry, he will be providing access to this what we call these live classes, and then so all the required accesses will be communicated to you over the email. Okay, so you, as I mentioned, so in our course, okay, so we will be having the video courses through which you will be providing a we will be provided with 3 minutes on each topic. Okay, so that I will be covering it in the e-library module. So you will be having all the libraries, okay, so wherein so you can able to get it right. So this is the course brochure, and then career accelerator topics like how to what are the job roles to that you need to market or something likewise you can able to get it. Okay, and so you will also have kind of an what we call the Infinite 360 materials, and then so wherever you have the workflows, that means that so you have the entire workflows. Okay, you have the entire workflows in this. Okay, so and you will get an access, okay, once here once that employee comes on board. Okay, so so now coming into the start. Okay, so now I will be covering it up with a kind of a this thing, and then so I will be opening up doors for you in order to do that. For every topic, I'll be giving the rooms for questions, and then so we will be taking it ahead. Okay, so no problem on that. Okay, so let me let me explain you. Okay, so what is it? Okay, so what we are going to cover, okay, and then so what is that, so we are going to take it forward. Okay, so here you can see, right? Okay, so we will be providing you, each participant will be provided with AI LLM use cases. Okay, we're trained on 24, trained on 1500 real use cases. Okay, just I will be showing you a demo. So once after my training is completed, okay, for today, okay, and you will be also provided with all the accesses, environment access will be provided, and so we will be taking on 100% hands on, and then once after every session ends, I will have room for questions. Okay, and then I will be explaining you, and then so I will be also giving you the live test series. Okay, so which in, so you have 3523. Okay, not all the test you cannot able to attend, so but if you can able to attend mandatory 300 to 400, that is more than sufficient. Okay, for your career accelerator. Okay, so and then I will show you that. Okay, and then so we will be doing, so what we are going to cover, so this all you must have learnt, or you must have seen the brochure. Okay, so this all can be my promise thing. Okay, and then so what you are going to cover, right? So we will be taking all the journeys in detail, and then so we will be building up in the AJO. Okay, and then so how we can able to do that, so we will be focusing on this, and we will be iterating that, and we will be taking it ahead. Okay, with the kind of an what we call outcome based training, right? Right, for each and every topic, so there will be an outcome, and if that outcome is delivered, so we will be doing that, and then so you can able to take it forward, so likewise. Okay, and so the day starts with today. Okay, so today is like an orientation. I don't want to waste your time or something. Likewise, I want to give a value add a proposition. Okay, and day one will be starting from Friday. Okay, today is like an orientation through which I will be explaining you each and every step, and then so we will be moving ahead, and then so I'll be also explaining you each and every kind of an this thing, and we will be taking it ahead. Okay, and so we will have each and everything, so XTM, and then so what is an XTM, and then so how we can able to do that, and we will be moving ahead with a kind of an this thing. So the structure is, so the first we will be going at with the AEP. Okay, today I will be explaining you about the CDP concepts, and then so I will be making you comfortable over the course or schedule, and then so later on, so we will be having the room for questions or doubts, and then so we will be moving it ahead, so with the kind of an implementation on which on the day 20, so day 20 you will be having a portfolio, and then so you can able to have that in mind, and then so we can able to take it forward every day. Okay, the sessions will be starting from 2 2 hours, and then 30 minutes of the activity for the room of the questions. Okay, on that day. Okay, and yeah, and if you, for example, say if you are practicing and then you are stuck at some point. Okay, what I need to do, Pawan, so how can I reach you? Okay, so even we understand that, okay, you are busy, and then I am busy. Okay, and I am also working on different projects. Okay, but okay, there is a kind of an forum, or there is a kind of a this thing, so where you can able to take it forward, and then ask n number of doubts on this, on every day at 8:30 p.m. IST to 9:30 p.m. IST. I'll be checking this doubts, and then so I will be asking. So lot of my students will be asking lot of doubts on this. Okay, but I will be addressing it at the end of the day. So every day at that time, so I can able to explain you, or if that is the case, okay, if it is a common doubt to all, for example, say if it is common doubt to all, so I will be taking it in the next day schedule, and then so I will make sure that so it will be addressed, and then without any hassles. Okay, if it is a like for example how to hash email as a secondary identifier. Okay, it is just straightforward. Okay, if you can able to take it forward, so it is straightforward. Okay, for this type of question, so I will not be wasting the time. Okay, because if the participant time is also important, and then so I will organize in such a way that so we can able to take it forward. Okay, so not all the questions. Okay, even if you have hundreds of questions over here, I'll be making sure that, for example, say you have an identity stitching today, but today I am not going to cover the identity stitching. Okay, the topic is not for today. So I'll be collectively taking this doubts, and then so I will be explaining in that identity stitching when I am going to start. Okay, likewise I will be organizing my day so before the session, and then so I will be also addressing your doubts, and also I will be addressing your facts, and then so I will be also your career accelerator. Okay, I want to be a career accelerator for you. Okay, in terms of that. Okay, so any questions on the high level expectations on this course?
Uh, Hi Pawan, this is
Yeah,
Dinesh actually.
yeah.
So, hi to everyone. So, just want to know what exactly. I mean, very new to course. One of my mm, uh, colleague suggested. I mean, I'm nowhere
Mm,
part of this Adobe, but
mhm.
as per my colleague suggestion, just want to know what exactly this EEP AJO will do in
Mm.
business side. I mean, I would like to know what exactly we can develop. Is it, as I heard, like it's a digital marketing tool? So, can you give me a quick overview that these with this AEP we can build like this, like any simple architecture you can explain to me?
Okay, so yes,
Mhm.
okay, so that will be covered on day wise. Okay, so and then so what is this AEP? Okay, think of a
Mhm.
sample use case. Okay, for example, say you are going to Amazon or Flipkart or whichever the methodology is. Okay, for example, say you are going into some kind of an Amazon, and then so you are purchasing a product. Okay, so
Mhm.
the value proposition is, okay, so backend will be the CDP system, so that I will be taking it ahead. Okay, that CDP
Mhm.
system so is connected to the CRM. Okay, let me explain. Okay, so
Mhm.
backend will be the CDP system. Okay, and the CDP is customer data platform. Okay, and which is connected to you have a form fill, right? Okay, so Amazon.com, so you have filled a form fill. Okay, this is the real world example that I am going to give. Or something likewise you are purchasing for your olive oil for your kid. Okay, so this is the kind of an thing. Okay, wherein so you will be having the link. Okay, and then so whatever the product is there. Okay, so it will be getting trackable. Okay, and so this trackable will be having, so for example, say you are doing the add to cart. Okay, so if you are doing the add to cart or something likewise. Okay, so through which the product will be evangelized in the add to cart event. Okay, so what will happen in the sense this CDP. Okay, for example, say Pawan is coming from Facebook, Pawan is coming from the entire wherever like all the channels. Okay, so what this CDP does? Okay, CDP is a customer data platform. Its job is to unify it. Okay, its job is to unify the customer from where the customer or the host is coming, and then so what is the kind of a product that is coming, and then so stitch it into the ID layer. Okay, so that I will be explaining you 5 minutes from now. Okay, and so from there, so we will be unifying that, and we will be taking it ahead. So the CDP will be automatically unifying across the kind of a functionalities, or across the kind of an implementations that we have done. And so from there the CDP will be unifying that, right? So and then, for example, say sometimes you will be receiving an email that, okay, something that you have left in the cart. or you haven't, that is called the abundant journey flow, okay, through which AJO will be acting ahead, okay. That is Adobe Journey Optimizer, and CJA is a kind of a stitching mechanism through which you will be providing a dashboard kind of a thing, okay. And more in detail I will be explaining you, okay, by means of the presentation that I have, so that you will be getting visibility. High level is, okay, a business, okay, a business want to understand the kind of a business insights, okay, or something likewise, so it will be unifying with the XTM layer, and it will be doing a kind of an distinct, okay. Think as a like a bucket, okay, or the customer data platform, okay. That customer data platform, its job is to unify the customers, okay. Its job is to unify the data. That means that unification in the sense, like, you might be coming from various, and then so it will be an ID based, okay, and then a common attribute, so that I will be explaining you step by step, okay, in the near future. Yeah.
Hi, Pawan. We are not listening. We are not hearing any voice. Hello? 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 Pawan, can you hear me?
I
Hello?
think we lost Pawan maybe.
Let me send him a message.
Able to hear me right now?
Yes. Now we
I
are
can
Okay.
hear. I
Okay.
can hear
Thank
you.
you. Okay. So, have you understood the concept of CDP at the high level, or more in details? I will be explaining you in detail right now. Yeah. Okay. Let me start ahead. Okay, with this session. Okay, and we will be moving it ahead. the kind of a listing. So if you log in into the Tech Academy, okay, everybody will be having an access. Okay, once after my employee comes on board. Okay, so once he comes to the office, okay, so you will have an e-library access. Okay, in the e-library, okay. So when you are logging at your end, so in the e-library, so you will be having a kind of an what we call that ebooks. Okay, so in this ebooks, okay, so we will have the career accelerator topics and then the Adobe material or workflows and then so this one. Okay. So today is about, okay, so I will be explaining you, okay, how that will be happening at your end. Okay. How that things, the CDP will be coming as a layer. Okay. In terms of that. Okay. So let me give you this. So if you can able to see here, okay. So what is a CDP? Okay. So think as a CDP as a customer data platform. Can you able to view my screen? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so think as a customer. Okay. So let me enlarge this screen. Okay. Okay. So how to, yeah. So let me see, think as a CDP, okay, as a kind of an what we call a kind of a system, okay, which drives the motor, okay. So, for example, say you are going into a shop, okay, or store. In US, it is Adobe Target store, okay. So, there is a Black Friday that is happening, okay. There is a Black Friday that is happening, okay, in the Target store or any other Amazon product or something like that, right? So what happens, they will be showing the coupons or they will be telling you that, okay, so we will be happening the likewise, right? So what is that this CDP will be doing? Okay, what is that this CDP will be doing? Okay, so for example, say if you are taking it at a store or something likewise, okay, so what this CDP does is, okay, so you are coming at the unification, okay. So if you see here, okay, so if you see here, okay, so see this beautiful lady like a customer, okay, she is coming as in first of all, so she is coming into the traffic. Can you able to see this presentation?
Yes, Pawan.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this is the kind of a customer. Okay. See this lady that is coming into the kind of an what we call this thing. Okay. So what happens? So previously when we are in 2013 or 2014. Okay. So we used to write the SQL command, PLSQL commands. Okay. In order to identify a customer. Okay. For example, say he is coming from this store, okay, from SF sales or SFDC sales, okay, where is the data that is coming in, whether she has coming as a paid customer or the interaction customer or something likewise, okay. And then so we will be tracking as an event, okay. The event tracking is like, okay, create of event in SQL, okay. And then so we will be doing a say kind of an what we call pseudo anonymous ID, and we will be creating a kind of an ID, okay. And then so we will be using a view, okay. View in the sense like, okay, so for example, say if she is viewing that, okay, so when she is coming into the Amazon store or any other store, okay, there will be a category, right? So for example, say there is a Deepavali coming in India, okay, so she wants to take a traditional wear, okay. At that time what will happen, so she has came into the store and then so she has searched for the product like an lehenga or traditional wear, okay. So she might have searched for that, and then so whatever she is doing on the Amazon website or whichever the things are, okay, so it will be a stage wise, okay. For example, so she is coming into the system, and then so for her anonymous ID will be created. So anonymous in the sense like, this analytics mechanism, right? So whenever a user is coming into the website, okay, I'll tell you three things, okay. So whenever a user is coming into the website, for first of all, the visit will happen, okay. So first of all, the visit. Okay. Next, he will be converted into visitor when he is doing some kind of a data journey, when he is clicking on that, or else when he is doing the event in a matter of 30 minutes. Okay. And so it is like anonymous ID will be created. That means that this person has came into the website, okay, and by using the touch points, okay, until the touch points, okay, she will be an anonymous. Okay, that means that she is verifying the details, so she is checking on the details, okay, and then the data journey is coming in. Okay, likewise. Okay, so when this anonymous ID, you have implemented something called analytics into the mission. Okay, then automatically it will be taking as a traffic. Okay, whatever the traffic is. Okay, when it is an organic traffic, organic means like a Google or Facebook. Okay, whatever the channels that you configure, okay, that comes as an organic traffic. Okay, likewise, so it will be taking it, so whatever the channel that you are using, either you may use the email, she might be coming from the email, she might be coming from the SMS, she might be coming from she might be coming from just searching for Amazon in the website, in the Google, and then she might be coming from. So whatever the touch point is, okay, the data journey will be captured as an anonymous in the beginning. Okay, and then so it will be happening likewise. Okay, and what is the role? What is the role of CDP here, right? So the CDP is the customer data platform, as I mentioned. So its job is to create the profiles, right? Its job is to create the profiles. Okay, so how it creates the profile, in the sense of by means of the identities, okay, that I will be explaining you later. But whatever the stage, whatever the stage that we are going in, right? So whatever the stage that we are going in, like an anonymous or inbound or outbound or in-person events, okay, either she might be coming. So for everything, so there will be a tracking. Okay, for everything there will be a tracking. And she might be coming from the Facebook, for example, say. So it will be coming from the what we call the referral traffic, or else the social media traffic. So she might be coming from the website. Okay, that is called the data journey. Okay, that means that she is coming from a channel, or she is coming from various this thing, and then so she is coming from various engagement platform. Okay, and whatever she is doing the journey, okay, whatever the journey, that will be called as a CX data journey, that is the customer data journey. Okay, in a real world. Okay, in a real world example. And whatever she is doing, right? So either he is coming from the organic web traffic, or paid traffic, or paid search, or paid targeted display, whichever the touch points. Touch points are something like how she is entering from the last touch. That means that the last touch is either she might be, for example, say, if she is coming from Facebook, okay, you have made a campaign, okay, the business has made a campaign, and from the tracking code, so she is coming into the website. Okay, the last touch is the paid campaign, okay, on Facebook. Okay, you are understanding my point? Any doubts on the touch
Yes,
points?
sir.
Yeah. Any doubts on the touch points? Yeah. Okay. So now the data journey that you are taking, right? So in this data journey, so if she is linking up with the touch points, okay. So the stages will be there, okay, inbound or outbound, whatever the stages that the business decides. Okay. So and then how this CDP comes into the activity. So from up to here, anonymous activity will be created, and then anonymous profile you don't know. Okay, so from where, so whether she is Pavan, or whether she is Bindu, he is Bindu, or whether he is some XYZ. Okay, what this CDP does is, okay, for everything, so there will be an event. Okay, for everything there will be an event. Okay, that will be created with the person ID stitching. Okay, with the person ID or the XDM stitching. That is the experience based stitching model. Okay, that is the experience. So what is the kind of an experience that she is coming? So she is coming from the paid media. Okay, and then so she has an way, she has an this thing, and then with the behavior of the interactions that she is doing. For example, say this lady, okay, she is doing all the kinds of an journeys biased on the traditional way. That means that, so if we segment that behavior, okay, then automatically this lady falls under the segment of the traditional way, right? So according to the rules and conditions, so which we will be explaining later, and all the data will be injected into the CDP. Okay, there are so many CDPs in the market, like Treasure Data, Adobe, okay, Google BigQuery, and there are so many. Okay, why Adobe? Why Adobe CDP? Why AEP? Why CJA? Why AJO? Okay, so it is the kind of an ecosystem. Adobe is like an ecosystem which in turn take care of the kind of and practices which the business wants. That means that the business wants to solve the complex problem. Okay, let's say an example in Google Analytics. Okay, you have the traffic that is coming from, and then the referred that is coming from. But the Google cannot able to, Google Analytics I'm talking about. Okay, Google Analytics cannot able to take the 360-degree view of the customer. That means that how the identity is coming, where the stitching is coming, and then how that interactions will be payable. Okay, how we can able to make use of that interactions into a profitable share. Okay, you cannot able to do that, but CDP, your implementation of the CDP will be taking care of that. And then so it will be telling you the identity stitching, so how that identity is stitched on that, and then what is the field based interactions, and then how that interactions will be flowing ahead. Okay, so likewise, so we will be taking it ahead, okay, with the kind of an interactions. Okay, so might be my business, okay, they have the referral campaign, see event tracking or on 24 or whichever might be your businesses or your companies will have a lot of data journeys biased on the platforms that they use. Okay, okay, biased on the platforms that they use. Okay, and we will be taking it ahead. Okay, so probably, so the role of CDP is very simple. Okay, the role of CDP is to unify the customer. Okay, to unify the customer biased on the behavior and then create an ID. Okay, don't think, okay, don't think, I'll make you a easiest way of approach. Think in the 2016 or 2017 there is no CDP in the market. At that time, when we are doing any kind of a this thing, so we will be creating a view, we will be creating a pseudonymous ID, we will be creating the what we call for every data journey, we will be creating a data view. Okay, create of data view. So likewise, so we will be creating in the SQL. Okay, so at that time, okay, but thanks to the CDP which made my job very easier right now. And so we can able to have at the each and every stage, and then it will be doing the data journey, or it will be doing that, how it will be doing. Okay, the next step is how it will be doing. Okay, see, so what it does is like an what we call the unified view of that real-time data integration, how it will be doing. So is the next step that I will be going it ahead. So any doubts on this? Any doubts on this? CDP. Okay. So and what is a CDP, and then so how we can able to layer that. Okay. Any doubts on this? I'll give 1 minute for thinking, and then so you can come back on this. Okay, sure. See, what it does is a unified data injection and real-time profiles and multi-persona support. Okay, and how it does is I will be explaining you with a simulator. Okay, so this simulator was built only for this class. Okay, in order to make you understand. Okay, the if you see here. Okay, what it does. Okay, can you able to see the training simulator, please? Yeah, okay. So when you are doing any kind of a profile, okay, when you are loading any kind of a profile, that means that so we have, okay, so basically, so we have a customer. When you are loading into the profile, this simulator is just for your understanding, okay. So it is not a real implementation or something, okay. I came up with this concept of the simulator concept for each and every class. I'll be explaining with the simulator, so how it is working, and then so how the touch points will be doing that. Okay. So if you load the profile, what will happen in the sense in the real time customer profile. So as I mentioned, Pawan is coming into the website. Okay. So right now, so the Pawan is not getting any kind of an ID or something, right? So when it is coming into the CRM, okay, so for example, Baba, okay, so you are going into Gmail, okay, you are going into Gmail, and then so you are creating a profile on Gmail, okay, by giving the name, email ID, and phone number. So just you are typing in gmail.com data doesn't mean that okay you have a profile in Gmail, right? So you need to give your name, email ID, phone number, and then the verification, right? So that OTP will come to your phone, and then so then after that so you will be entering that OTP, then only the Gmail profile will be created for you, right? So in the same way, okay, the businesses, okay, think as a business, okay, you have a store, okay, you have an Amazon store, you are the business person. So the business person will be thinking of whatever the customers are. If the customers are more than 40 lakhs or 50 lakhs, okay, then it is not a suggestible measure. Okay. So how to identify that customer? So previously the data analyst will come, and then he will be telling that okay, this many products are being sold, this many products have been done, and these are the kinds of customers that you have by analyzing the data points. Right now what we are doing is in the real time only, so we will be doing by means of this CDP. Okay. So AEP is also one of the CDP. That is Adobe Experience Platform is also one of the CDP. Why? Why we are using Adobe CDP only, not the Treasure Data or Segment.io or Google? So we have a lot of things, right? So every CDP has its own composition. But in terms of the AEP, okay, it is built for the enterprise organizations. Okay, it is built on the biases of the use cases of the enterprise use cases and enterprise organizations use cases. So it's an enterprise software. Okay, the difference in between the enterprise software and then the kind of an cards, that is the custom integrated cards in that. Okay, so you need to have n number of resources for in order to implement the treasure data or TDM. Okay, so you need a developers, you need a kind of an implementation. So if small change also you need to write a JavaScript. But in Adobe, so you are not going to do anything. Okay, in Adobe, so because it is built on the RESTful APIs, okay, and it is built on this tech stack of the SQL. Okay, it is very easy for us. Okay, even a non-friendly technical person also become a friendly technical person if you are attending this bootcamp, or else if you know the concepts. Okay, that is the easiest part. Okay, and we can able to take it ahead with a kind of an scenario based, right? So if you understand these points, okay, so it is a kind of an what you call a success factor for you, okay, wherein you can able to take it forward. Okay. Now in this simulator, okay, the customer is doing that. Okay, and in AEP what will happen in the sense, first of all it will be doing the identity stitching. Because for example, say Pavan is coming into the store. Okay, Pavan is coming into the store. Okay, think as the Pavan is coming into Amazon store, what will happen? So it will be like okay, so Pavan is doing some kind of an activity. So I will take my example. Okay. Okay. Let us see. Okay. This training console. For example, say if Pawan is coming into the store, whatever he is doing the storefront, right? So he is typing in the Lavazza Pro. Okay. He is taking Lavazza Pro, and then he is adding to the cart. Okay, for example, say I will select one person, okay, and I will be logging in. Okay, that means that, so I have clicked on the login button. So this is a event. Okay, the event of login will be created, and then, so for example, say if I am entering the name, email id and phone number, then the profile is created. So in this simulator, so what I want to showcase is, so I don't want to bug you, so already these profiles are there from the backend system, so we are getting this profiles. So think it as a simulator badge, and then so you are going to get this profile. Okay, you have logged in into that. Okay, it is logged in as user one at infinite360.in, right? So now what will happen in the sense, so when you are clicking on add to cart, so this is a event, right? So it will go into the event. Okay, and then the unique customer count will be there. So what are unique customer? So likewise, so whatever the trigger of the events that you are taking, right, so it will be doing a kind of an um, channel based approach. For example, say you might be coming from, you have pasted this link on Facebook. Okay, you might be coming from the Facebook. Okay, by clicking on this link. Okay, then automatically your last touch will be Facebook. Okay, then the CDP, okay, which you are integrating in the AEP, right? Okay, it will be analyzing as a event based, and then so it will be triggering likewise. Okay, so it will load the profile, and then so it will be seeing what are the primary identifiers is. Okay, what is a primary identifier? Okay, it is the unique value. Okay, so it is the unique value. For example, say id of the customer. It will load the profile that is there in the system. Okay, now what will happen? One second. What will happen if the customer id is there and then the email id? So it will be triggering an event. Okay, it will be triggering an event, and then it will be doing the id based stitching. Okay, it will be doing a id based stitching, and then it will be following the dataset procedure. Okay, likewise it will be doing that, and then so how it will be doing? Okay, if you can able to see, the event type of product view will be created, and event id is there, and then the timestamp will be automatically created, and then so you can able to take it forward, so with this injection mortar. Okay, now, okay, coming into this, I'll take only 2 minutes, okay, in order to explain this, and then so I'll be opening the room for questions. Then you will be better understanding. So, what kind of an CDP that we are dealing with, and then how powerful it is, right? So, I'll take only 2 minutes right now. So, in order to explain you in a better way, okay. So, if you see here, okay. If you see here, okay, so what will happen? Okay, so when you are exploring into this, okay, so whatever the sources that you are using, right, okay, it will be injected as a sources. Okay, and then the data will be coming in, and then so you will be mapping that. Okay, so the slide that I want to show you in order to explain you in a better version is, okay, how this profile unification will be happening. For example, say, as I shown in the figure, okay, first the interaction will be happening. Okay, that interaction will be happening with an ECID. Okay, in the web event or something like that. Now, when you are doing that, okay, so it will be following a graph based stitching. Okay, so think as the customer is coming into the website. Okay, and then he is doing some kind of an interaction. When you are going into the AEP, and then so you are doing that, and then so you can able to take it forward, so by means of that. Okay, so whatever the events are there, so the job of AEP is to unify the customer, how it unifies, and then what are the kinds of various actions that we'll be taking, and then how we will be doing that. So we will be coming out with a practical example of this aramark, okay, which we will be explaining you each and every step, okay, of implementation, and then so we will be doing that. Any doubts on the high level, and are you not getting, or are you not comfortable about the AEP platform, or what stopping you, or anything that you want to discuss? You have 3 minutes. Yeah.
Pawan, can you go back to the slide where you have the customer profile?
Yes.
Not this one. Just now which show the customer simulator, training simulator.
Yes. Okay.
No, I think just the other one, the which had the
Yeah, this one I
statistics.
will be
Just
explaining you.
this one, this one, yeah, yeah, this,
Yeah.
yeah, this is the one. So here it says total events for the statistics below there. And in this one, I do see that unique customer is which is the ID. And
Yes.
what is CTA clicks? Two CTA clicks. So how it is?
And
Because
once
I
we will
think
come
one
back
CTA click.
to yeah, so these are all the matrices, okay, so I'll come back, okay, while I am explaining here, okay, because I don't want the repetitions again and again, okay. So today I am
Mhm.
just focusing on the high level view, and then making use of the customer, and then so we can able to take it forward. Yes. Arin Arindam, right? Arindam.
Uh, yeah. Hi, Pawan.
Yeah.
So basically, Pawan, I'm very new to this
Yeah.
whole data thing,
Mhm.
AP and all. So I want to understand, like, you told about if a person is coming from Facebook or some other paid media, but what if I am just like visiting your site as a non-logged in user? I don't have an ID, I don't have anything, like, right? I just want to go to Amazon and I do something. How will
Mhm.
AP know that about me? I mean, I'm not a user, I'm not an Amazon user. I don't
Okay.
know about Amazon. I just went to Amazon and just clicked, let's say, add to cart as a guest, nothing else. So how will that
Mhm.
know?
Okay, so very good question. So how will the AEP know that? Okay, so if you are creating an anonymous ID. So, for example, say I'll explain you in this way. Okay. So AEP, when the data enters, that means that you might have entered that what we call, so let me take an example. It will be explaining you, right? Let me copy paste here. So answering your question, right? If you see here, okay, so you might be entering the data of the demographics or on-site behavior or transaction or mobile, or else you are going in a different silo, okay. You are coming from Facebook or something. So now what will happen in the sense, if you are coming from the offline system, if you don't have anything, okay, so now this AEP, okay, in terms of this AEP, okay, so whatever the channelization that you are approaching, okay, so this comes into the identity stitching, but I will be explaining you here, okay. Can you able to see here the screen? Can you
Yes.
able to see the screen? For example, say Pavan is coming from the online, and then so he is doing the anonymous identity, right? Website, okay. In the website or mobile phone, so you will have an ECID that will be automatically populated by the system. That is, okay, Experience
Uh,
Cloud ID that will.
Pawan, this is very small. Can you maximize this one? The screen, the picture. There you need to maximize. Okay, yeah,
Manish, can
this
you
looks
able to
good.
hear me? Manish?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay. Is it visible? I cannot remove this. Let me check. Okay. So Can you able to see my screen right now?
Yes, Pawan.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so for example, say it will comes into the identities. Okay, when I start the identities, but I will say in a high level view. Okay, so today, okay, not in a deep level view. So I will be telling you about that in an high level view. So in the schema, when you are preparing the schema, so you will have a primary identity. Okay, and AEP will be creating with an anonymous identifiers like. Okay, there will not be no CRM ID, there will not be any no this thing, which is tied up with AEP. Okay, which is tied up with AEP. Okay, it's AEP will be creating like let me. Okay, so what will happen in the sense AEP will be creating a profile only with anonymous identities. Okay, so that means that no email is present, and then so when there is no email, and then so it will be doing that, and then so it will not be happening. Okay, in the we will be having an AEP called namespace. Okay, so which is an anonymous. Okay, wherein so you can able to combine this. Okay, with the known identities, that means that if the customer is coming from ECID, and then so he has a loyalty ID. Okay, in the identity graph, okay, we will be having a namespace, that is the identity namespace. Okay, wherein so you will be doing the dynamic stitching in AEP. Okay, you will be doing the dynamic stitching in AEP. Okay, and what we'll be doing is that so it will be doing that what we call so anonymous ID, and then in the identity map it will be creating like this. Let me write it down. The identity map, how it will be creating. I'm writing down. Okay. If you see here, okay, the identity map it will be creating ECID. The ID will be created. Like authenticated state is ambiguous, or you can say it as not logged in or no profile, whichever it might be. Okay, no profile. Okay, so as per it is. Okay, I'll say it as anonymous, and then the primary key. Okay, if you have a primary key as an what we call the login ID as a primary key, or whichever it is, so it will be stitched when you are going to enter into the known visitor. That means that today you today you have not entered anything, tomorrow you came from Facebook. Okay, and then so you have created a profile. Okay, then automatically by the previous behavior of you, okay, with the ECID that you have, okay, it will be automatically stitching, okay, by means of the known identities. Okay, that comes into the identity namespace. Okay, which is a advanced concept of AEP. Okay, so that we will be discussing at the time. Yeah, now what how the system knows. Okay, how the system knows that it is anonymous in the sense, so it will store the profile. Okay, and then so if there is no known identity, then it will have only one ECID. Okay, ECID will be automatically generated by the system, that is Adobe, and then AEP only does that. When you have entered some details, then it automatically stitches. It is like uh, you are not finding water in a desert. Okay, once after you find anything, so you'll gulp it up, right? So in the same way AEP is also like that. And then so how it does that, I like how it tells the truth or ambience or something likewise. So I will be doing like this. Okay, when you have when you are using the identity namespace. Okay, so I am just showing you this. Okay, so when you have the identity map that will be created ECID, okay, with an ID, identity state is ambiguous, and then so when you have the what you call email ID that you have entered, tomorrow you came into the system. Okay, and then it will be automatically transformed like this. Okay, let me show you that.
Pawan, this primary tag, is it always true or false? How is that set up?
Yeah, that one I will be explaining you when I am doing the schemas. Okay, primary key, like in the schema, so when I am coming into that, so I'll be explaining you. Okay. Yeah. So primary is equals to true in the sense like, okay, this one ECID, if you are keeping it as a primary key, okay, then the primary key is true. Okay. Then the JSON file will be written in inside the system as a true. Okay. If you are not keeping, okay, as an ECID as this thing as a primary key, then automatically it will be false. Right? Yeah, in the same way. Okay, it will be taking it ahead, and then this ECID will be transformed with an ID, and then so the email ID will be coming into that, and then so assigned state, and then so if it is a primary key, so then automatically it will be true. Okay, if it is not a primary key, just the identity value, it will be a false. Yeah, in the same way. Any doubts
Okay.
on this? Yeah, any doubts
So
other
the
than?
schema, so the schema is going to determine which is the primary key.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That we will be explaining you so when we start up with this schema right now. Yeah,
So is the schema mapped to this data set? How is that happening?
so that what, sir, please bear with me. Okay, so it is like mm, what you call, so when you come into the practical it will be definitely addressed. Okay, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, now I am saying you what happens. Okay, just I will be writing here. Okay, what happens? Okay, then the ECID plus email will be arrived here. Here I am talking about. Okay, ECID plus when you have today, yesterday you have just came as an anonymous visit. Okay, and then the 1 minute. Let me grab some water, please. Water. Okay. So then the ECID will be coming it ahead, and then the email will be arriving it together, and then it will be automatically stitching this email ID, and then the ECID will be automatically stitching, and then so the identity graph will be stitching together. Okay, and then it will form like this, the graph. Okay, I'm not good at drawing.
So
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so ECID in the identity graph you are. ECID will be coming, and then so whenever you have this ECID plus email, right? Okay, so it will form an ID base. Okay, it will be forming an ID. Okay, and this ID will be linked. This ID will be linked with this thing, and so it will be doing the interaction flow. Okay, sorry, not this way. This way. This id will be staged, and then so this id will be, for example, so if he is doing the anonymous id, okay, anonymous id will be there, anonymous id will be there, and then this anonymous id will be transformed into the id, okay, which has all this, and then parallelly, so when you are doing the profile merges, okay, when you are doing the profile merges, then automatically according to the timestamp, okay, it will be happening like this, the graph. So for a non-technical persons, okay, I'll explain you. For a non-technical persons, what will happen? Okay, so think as that the customer is coming. Okay, there will be some kind of a profile that you are not creating it today. Okay, and and how it does is, okay, so it will be taking it ahead, and then so it will treat as an anonymous person. Okay, and then so I'll be explaining you like this. Okay, 1 minute, I'll be explaining you with this diagram. So yeah, okay, so think as like this. Okay, how do the company know or something likewise? Okay, so for a non-technical person, so here is that, okay, what are the touch point that is coming in, okay, either it may be the things or something, okay, it the journey maps will be taken care, and then so it will be taking into that, okay, whatever the stages that we are taking in, okay, and so whatever the interactions that we are taking in, so for example, say I will take this interaction, okay, one interaction I will be taking, okay, as like the previous one, okay, whatever the site actions are taking in, the anonymous user will be taking in, and then so we will be taking it, and then so this will be like my client is k level, okay, so don't think of here the audience actions is something like, okay, so you will be having an unknown id of this thing which will be created by the system, and then all the unknown id plus known ids will be automatically click what we call, we will be doing that, and then so we will be taking it ahead, okay, as an authenticated, when you are going to be an authenticated user, so then automatically this profiles all will be converted into an id, that ids will be mapped, and then so identity stitching will be happening with the known plus unknown identity, and then the past anonymous activities also will be stitched together, and then with the primary key, okay, whether your primary key is roll number or the crm id, it will be forming an identity based stitching, and then from there the customer will be behaving as a known identity in the near future, right? What are the channel that is coming in, whatever the sources that is coming in, so entirely the interaction will be tracked and merged in the system, and then so you can able to plan the activity according to his behavior and according to his kind of a system that you can able to take it, yeah.
Pawan, one more question on this one. Is ECID based on the cookie?
um ecid based on the cookies,
How
I
does ECID generate?
oh no, ECID is Enterprise Cloud ID.
Mhm.
No, like
But it
it
has to be.
is a number that Adobe gives a browser or device by using a cookie. Yeah, maybe I am not telling it that it is biased on the cookie or something likewise, but I don't know. But what as per my experience is like ECID is a unique number that Adobe will be giving biased on the browser or device using a cookie. Okay, whether it is biased on
Mhm.
cookie, that I really don't know. Frankly, I can able to say. What I know is in AEP, so we will be using the ECIDs. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. But there are two use cases over here. One is for the second visit. The ID could be different if it is based on the cookie. So the user may clear the cookie, so it is going to get a
Don't
different
go into the deep
ECID.
one today, please. Okay, because so when we come into that concept, okay, I'll go into the deep. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what we'll do is, okay, ECID in simple words I'll tell you, okay, as per my knowledge, okay. So a person opens a website, okay, Adobe places a small first party cookie in the browser, okay, and then that browser will be taking, and then the cookie will be stored as an ECID number, and then ECID will be automatically created, and then that ECID will be stored, and then every visit and click is linked to that ECID. If there is no ECID, okay, so as you are mentioning, right, okay, there is no ECID, okay, just you are identifying by the visitor token or browser identifier, okay, so then automatically according to that visit or the crm activity, for example, say if id of 001 crm id of 001 is entering here, what I am doing is the known identities, right? So if a person is coming and entering into the system, okay, he is entering into the system, then automatically whatever the clicks or whatever the events are, whatever he is doing, right, it will be linked to this primary identifier. Have I addressed your question?
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I think you mentioned that it is
Yes.
first party cookie.
Yeah.
So this is based on cookie
Then the
browser.
cookies are cleared, right? For example, say your cookies are being cleared. For example, say if the browser, he has closed the browser and then refreshed the browser. Okay, a new ECID is created at the next visit, and then Adobe sees it as new anonymous visitor. Yeah, understood?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be. I think we need to discuss more on the stitching, ID stitching, because
Yes,
we
yes.
lost the
And then
previous
I
user.
will be coming back. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, any questions or any doubts regarding the expectation on the course, or what
Yep.
is that, say, if I am a non-technical person, so moving into the technical scope, how I am going to deliver, okay, that training in terms of the non-technical. So for
Yep.
technical person, I will,
On. On. This is Emma.
yeah,
Hello.
please, yeah.
On. So I have a question. So
Mm,
the use cases that you have, so which we are gonna, you know, practice, right? So
mm.
are you also gonna cover the AJO use cases?
Yes, yes, yes. Everything will be covered, right? So that's what I am mean to say. Everything will be covered, okay? And so the practical sessions will be okay. So we will. So what happens? Okay, I'll be giving you what is a schema or something like this theory. Okay, that theory will not be explained in our session. Okay, you will be having at the end of this today. You will be having like this. Okay, a 3 minutes videos, okay, that will be provided to you, okay, once after you see that, okay, a 3 minutes videos will be uploaded and then provided to you, okay. What is a schema in a nutshell? Okay, it will be only 3 minutes 10 seconds where I will be explaining you about the concepts. All the concepts, okay, will be covered. Okay, it is like in a non-technical plus technical. So first the non-technical will be 1.5 minute, okay, the technical will be another 1 minute, okay. So that it will be in an explainable fashion. So I want to eliminate the theory, not 100 percentage, at least to 50 percentage in our live courses, and I want to keep it 100 percentage practical in this course, yeah, or in this live classes, because everybody time has to be utilized in the same way, right? So that's why I am coming out with these concepts, yeah. I came up with this concept, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about this experience cloud? So when are we gonna get that access?
Okay, that is
Okay.
what. So today I will check the accounts. Okay, and then so I will be just emailing you. Okay, with this login ID and password through which you can able to do it, and you can able to have a sandbox. Okay, in the next class. Yeah.
Okay. Sandbox. It's not. It's like even offline also we can practice, right? The sandbox.
Yeah, offline also you can practice. Okay, what happens in the sense, okay, in order to accommodate, okay, for example, say this is my sandbox, okay. So and then so I
Mhm.
will, for example, say if there is your name, okay, so that
Mhm.
sandbox will not be touched by anyone, okay. So that sandbox, whichever I have named it, right, so I will be emailing to the Adobe so to log that sandbox, okay, only to the persons that I will be using, okay. And then so
Mhm.
they will be using that, and then so you can able to get that sandbox, and then so it will not be touched by anyone, okay. All your data will be there, and then so you will be getting that in terms of that, okay. And yeah, so likewise, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Sure.
But it is a common sandbox to all the people, okay, whoever are joining my training. It is a common sandbox, but that sandbox, okay, will not be touched by anyone, okay. So that is what my assurance, okay, yeah.
Got it.
Okay, now coming into the scope, okay. So I will check the accounts, okay, and then so I will check with the accounting team, okay, and about the accesses. So I will be writing an email, okay. So over the accesses, okay, how to log in, and then what are the step by step logins, okay, in order to do that. And this, okay, whoever joins my course, okay, will get the access, okay. Whoever will not join, so they will not be getting any kind of an accesses, okay, yeah. Okay, now coming into the other scope, okay, any doubts, okay. So I want to take 3 minutes, okay, in order to understand these 8 participants, okay. So what I want is, okay, so just address me in the chat, okay, what do you do, okay, and so what is that you are expecting from this course, and then so you can able to explain me, so what are your intentions of joining this course, and so how, what are the kind of an expectation, okay. I'll take, I will be giving you 3 minutes of time, okay, and you can able to take it forward in the chat, okay, so that I will be deliberately taking it ahead, or else I'll create a form, like this thing, and then so we will be asking you a number of doubts on that, okay. So just enter your details here, okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, yeah, okay, just 2 minutes, yeah. Please enter, okay, what is the kind of an expectation from this course, and so how you, so what do you do, okay, I don't need your name also, so what do you do, and then so how I can able to accelerate, okay, what is the kind of an what is the kind of an output that you are expecting, yeah, just one liner for each. Over to you, everyone, yeah, please. Karthik, over to you. Manish, over to you. In the chat, you can mention or else you can explain me, and then so I can able to take it forward. Starting with Karthik, what do you do, and so what is the expectation?
I'm working in Adobe campaign, so
Okay,
I'm aware of this marketing side, all those. Just to
okay,
want to learn the CDP and AJO part and the
okay,
stitching parts. I just wanted to learn about those things.
okay. Sure, no problem. Okay, Manish, over to you.
So I am AM developer and also Adobe Analytics. I know. So I just want to know about this RTC,
Oh,
CDP, and then AJ or CJ.
sure, no problem. Arvind, please.
Hey, hi Pavan, I am into AM developer, but
Yeah.
I'm completely new to this AP, SCJ, and AJO thing. So I want my expectation is like to get to know things from complete foundation level. I mean the beginner level.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lokesh, over to you. Lokesh.
Hey Pawan, this is Lokesh. Just I am into AEM development and analytics and target developer. Just
Okay.
want to know the AEP.
Sure. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. What is the expectation?
Expectation is not to know the entire CDP, AEP, AJO, and especially I want to know the difference between the Adobe Analytics reporting part and the customer journey analytics.
Yeah, sure. Sure, no problem. So it will be covered. Okay. Yeah. So over to you, sir. Muhammad. Can I call you Ahmad?
Shaji, yeah, call me Shaji or Ahmad.
Yeah.
Shaji,
Sorry.
Shaji
Yeah.
is better.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go
I'm an AEM architect. I've been working with AEM for a long time,
Okay.
and I have some knowledge on AEP. But the thing is, I don't have any professional expertise.
Okay.
Whenever I read about this one AEP, I lost it after because since I'm not using it. So
Mm.
I want to get brush up and get expertise from the professionals so that I can utilize this and maybe work on some projects.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
my main.
Sure. No problem. Yeah. Simha, over to you, please.
Yeah, I'm ACC architect as well. And AEP, I want to explore more hands-on,
Yeah.
cutting edge use cases.
Hmm.
So that's the reason I am here.
Yeah. Bindu, over to you, please.
Hi Pavan, this is Bindu. Presently working on service now, so would like to learn new technologies. So I want to know the difference between Adobe Experience and CDP. What is CDP exactly? So
Okay.
that's the reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So answering to your question, Karthik, yes. Okay, this course covers the entire scope, and then so you can be a consultant ready, and then whatever the use cases or whatever the practices, okay, whatever the things will be an operational ready. Okay, in terms of that you can able to utilize, right? So it is structured in such a way that okay, so entire participants, non-technical plus technicals. Okay, if you are a technical, so you can go into the in-depth, and then so you can able to take it forward, and then so from non-technical to the technical, so you can able to have an hands-on live journeys, okay, wherein so you will be practicing it ahead with the sandbox, as well as so we will be also giving you okay from the web SDK, so that we have configured, and then so I will be providing you one video, so where you can able to do the hands-on, and then so we will be taking it ahead over there. Okay, and over to you, Manish. Okay, as you are an AEM developer, so okay, the small fraction of the thing on AEM will be utilized in the HAO, which you will be building up of the fragments, and then so the content fragments, code base. Okay, where you can able to explore then avenues in terms of the kind of a skill sets that you can able to take it forward, right? So and then so this is a consultant ready, and you can able to get it hands on. Okay, within the kind of a scope or the reliable mechanism that we can able to take it. Yeah. And relating to the AEM development, so entirely it is like okay, AEM is something not in a blue shell. Okay, and on the top of AEM, see, I'll tell you in a simple explanation. Okay, it's not a rocket science. Okay, what is AEP AJO? I'll tell you one thing. Previously we used to write the SQL. Okay, right now, okay, Adobe has came up with a kind of a consulting platform. They have hired a consultants like us. Okay, put an R&D. Okay, see this. Okay, this is the use cases that BFSI team is asking. Okay, they have came up with this kind of a use cases, and from there, so they have built a UI platform. Okay, backend is okay, analytics will be playing. Okay, backend is the sources, OOTB plugins are playing. Okay, and then so it will be built on the RESTful APIs. AEP is built on the RESTful APIs. Okay, AEP is built on the RESTful APIs. Means like, so think as a person, okay, who is coming to the store. Okay, you will have a bag or you will have a customer ID, right? Okay, in the same way, RESTful API is also kind of a thing, okay, which you can able to do it with a better token, right? So you need it is like the RESTful token is something like you are entering into the system without even logged in, or else without even seeing that. Okay, AEP is built on RESTful APIs. Okay, and whatever you do, SQL or something likewise, okay, it will be an hands-on, and the SQL commands which you do previously. Okay, right now you are doing it in the UI, right? For example, say create audience. Okay, you will be having the if else statement. Okay, and then so you will be having the behavioral sense. Okay, previously we used to create lot of PLSQL commands. Right now, thanks to the CDP, we are not going to create any SQL commands. Create a view. For example, say this audience is coming, top most visited product. Okay, in analytics, top most visited product, that means that okay, how many visits that the product is happening, and then so we will be taking the how many visits that the product is happening, and then so we will be taking it ahead likewise in the previously. Right now, AEP, it has been streamlined the operation, and then so we are going to take it forward. Okay, so and Lokesh, yes, it is also the same for you. Okay, and so AEM development is something like an CRM. Okay, or you will be building a website or something, but we will be top of that, we will be using the AEP in order to unify, and then experience events we will be capturing on the website. Okay, or the mobile app that you are preparing, and then so we will be doing that. Okay, see the roles that you are taking in. Okay, or something which are relating to the customer. Okay, think as you are a backend person. Okay, that you are developing a website. Okay, whatever the customer gives, right? So whatever the user gives. Okay, so here we will, as a person, we will be thinking about the user. Okay, who is entering into the website. Okay, analytics people will be thinking about the data. Okay, we will be thinking about the experience of that. Okay, that means that, okay, so he is coming from the traditional way. Okay, from that, so we will be doing the segmented audience. Okay, how we will be doing the segmented audience. Okay, so we will be doing the same kind of a fashion or the same kind of an approach. Okay, through which we will be doing the entire scope in terms of the customer. That means that we are the front end, you are a back end, right? So we will be doing in AJO the journey optimization, what are the journeys that are being created by the customer, and then we will be sending the campaign in a real time fashion, right? So likewise, it will be doing that, okay, in a shorter format. Okay, as you are an AEM architect, okay, Saji Ahmad, okay, you are an AEM architect, you know the architecture, okay, how the Adobe will be working. But here in this course, okay, it is a consultant ready, you will be more than an architect level, so you will be moving ahead. So that means that you will be solving the real customer problems, okay, or the use case flow. Okay, and then so we will be building up. Okay, think as I am providing you an ERD with the entire scope, and then so we will be doing that how to do the best practices, that also will be delivered in this course. Okay, what is the best way or the approach in order to take it forward. Okay, and next is Simha, you are an ACC architect, that is you are doing the campaigns in that previous tool, that Dabba tool ACC. Okay, right now, so AJO is built on that, what we call, I'm sorry to use the word called that Dabba, but it is good
I
to.
don't I don't own it, so you can crack jokes.
Okay, no problem. Sorry. Okay, it is because like it is the UI is somewhat fluffy. Okay, that one. That's what. So Ajavo is like a UI where we will be utilizing on the top of the ACC, that is Adobe Campaign. Okay, and then so from that Adobe Campaign only the email will be delivered. Okay, the front end is sorry, Ajavo, and then the back end is AJ. Why? What is the difference in between that in the sense? So here we will be using the kind of an stitching that the experiences, and then we will be building the journeys in the sense, you are coming from this Facebook or something, or the social media or the digital touch points, whichever the touch points, but ACC cannot able to deliver the touch points. It can able to do the email blast. Okay, like batch email, or I don't know a lot of things, but I have worked previously on the batch email, only one or two batch emails that I have worked on. Okay, so and then the personalization, it can able to do the personalization. But here we will be going on advanced level, like the first visit, first count. Okay, likewise we will be going on an advanced mode. So for this, AJOBO will be useful. Okay, so next coming into the Simha, so you are an architect, okay? So and then so you will be hands-on with that, and then so as I mentioned, so it will be more than a course, okay? It will be a live hands-on, and then so where I will be your career accelerator from moving forward, okay? Yeah. Now coming into the Bindu, yes, okay, you are in service now. Okay, the service now is also good tool, so which we will be having a lot of tickets, but but here, so you are into the ITSM, okay, that is the IT service management. But here, okay, it is of a customer facing role that you can able to go ahead, and then so you can able to have a kind of a streamline on the activity, and on all the use cases or the businesses, that the business feels that they are well efficient enough. Okay, because for example, so think as a, you are going to Amazon, you are purchasing that. Okay, if you have, if the business Amazon has 1 crore of customers, they can't able to hire 20 to 30 resources in order to do that. Okay, they will be doing the automation on the real use case. Like for example, say if the persons are ordering, okay, like for example, say cart abandonment, you are purchasing from Amazon, but your payment has been failed. Suddenly an email will be triggered to your email or else a phone number. How that will happen? Okay, that will happen just because, Okay, so we have the journeys that are been pre-designed in our platforms, okay, such that it will automatically send an automatic trigger. Yeah.
Oh,
So
mhm. Okay, got it.
also it will be like that, and then so the kind of a things. Yeah.
Yeah, got it, Pawan. Thank you.
Now, okay, I'll go into the important part, okay, of this, okay. So wherein, so I will be explaining you each and every step, okay, in terms of that, okay. Let me open. Let me open one thing. Yeah. So see here, okay. See this presentation. So if you know this Adobe skills, okay, okay, if you know this Adobe skills, okay, can you able to view my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, if you know this Adobe skills, okay, what will happen? Okay, let me enlarge this screen. Right. So what I have done the background research is, okay. So I have gone into Adobe like Naukri, okay. In US it is Indeed, and then taken around 29 job descriptions. Okay, I have taken the 29 job descriptions, and then I have made a Excel file with a VLOOKUP. Okay, with a VLOOKUP, so I have made it at a proficiency level that they are expecting, and then so the kind of and roles that they are targeting, and then so what is the technical competency that they are expecting, in order to make you aware that, okay, so I did the background research by reading the 29 descriptions, and then the categorizing across that, and then so we will be doing that, and then so I have categorized according to the kind of predominantly, and then so I have given the weightage biased on. I have attended so many interviews, okay, and then where I have attended the IBM or for the roles, okay, like an AEP architect or what we call the core BFSI function, that director level, and the what we call COE, okay, COE head, and then likewise I have attended so many, okay, out of this 15 years of experience. I in this 15 years, I have segregated all the job descriptions that I have attended versus the Naukari, so the total 29. So it came into around equal to 36 job descriptions. Okay. So these 36 job descriptions I have evaluated and then put in an Excel file using the VLOOKUP formula. So I have done a kind of a background research and then came out with this 10 to 15 pointers or 10 to 15 requirements for the interviewers, what they are assessing really, and then so what they are expecting in terms of the um, job roles that they are looking. Either you are, this is only for the architect, junior level, senior level, SDE2, and then the kind of and what you call the director level, and if you are going into the higher levels, right, and then the MarTech, marketing plus technical operations head, and then the head of the operations and head of the MCOE, so whichever it is, okay. So and then I have predefined, and then so this is the kind of an knowledge that I have got from this job descriptions that I have studied and then made this, okay. Mainly they are looking for, okay, if you are going into the martech positions higher level, they will be looking for the lead level, okay. So if you are a lead, if you are targeting the lead level on technical and strategy, okay, means like so how the strategy, how to implement that AEP within the less time. So they are expecting at a proficiency level of 4, okay. Proficiency level is at maximum is 5, okay. And so if you are going at the lead level or something like that, their expectation is 4, okay. And weightage is biased on my interview experiences, and then biased on the kind of a score that I have, okay. Out of 100 it is waiting as 2, okay. And then some main concept is if you are going into the lead position, so this is what. And then the client platform knowledge, okay. Not all the people, Okay, means like, okay, you might be working for ADP, or you might be working for Cognizant, okay, working for Apple project, okay. So client platform knowledge, okay, proficiency is less, okay. So when you are at an experience, if you are going at a fresher level, okay, the proficiency level decreases, okay, it to 1 or 0, okay. But if you are going at any kind of an experience, by keeping the value experience, so you will be assessed at that range, okay. And requirements gathering, okay, this is the foremost skill that you need to know, okay, when you are working with the client side, okay. The requirement gathering, so mostly, so they will be expecting 5 out of 5, okay. So and then, so the requirements has to be translated, and then so you can able to do, think as like the service now, okay. When you are working for in a service now, okay, you will have a ticket, right, okay, that has a process, right. Okay, process is the client platform knowledge, okay, how that ticket flows, and then what is the time, right. So in the
Yes.
same way, okay, the requirement gathering is also, so how that requirements will be there, and then so we can able to do that, right. So next is, yeah, next is the customized solution design. Okay, not all the customers will have the costs. Okay, that is the implementation and development skills, and then so we can able to do it, right? So the customized solution design. So I have waited until 10 because, okay, so not all the customers will have the proper knowledge on the AEP, okay, or the CDPs, but you have to make him understand, and then so you can able to customize the schema accordingly. You can able to customize the growth factor accordingly, and then the code generation. So code generation, right now the people are using the cloud, okay. Even in my company also the people are using the cloud, okay. So it is not, it is a user friendly platform, okay. It is a developer friendly platform. Whatever you are doing in AEP, okay, it's a developer friendly. And next 4 minutes from now I'll be explaining you about the platform, okay. Yeah, so you will be getting to know that, okay. So and then the client support, these are the very most prominent skill that they are expecting, okay, in terms of the advisory. When you are going into the advisory roles, okay, I'm saying that architect level, okay, above is the advisory, okay. When you are going into the advisory role, okay, these are the kinds of a things, okay. You need to have a cross functional team, okay, of 10 to 20 people, whichever it might be. And then you need to know how to validate and debug, and then so here also we will be debugging it by giving that. In my classes I will wantedly say some kind of a mistake or something likewise, which is a workaround for you in the next day, right. So and then so you need to identify and then come out, okay, with a kind of a solution, okay, like that. So it is a kind of a framing, okay. So and then the stakeholder advisory, how to advise which tool is the value proposition for you, okay. You need to understand, and then so you can able to implement that. So I in this entirely, so I will be also explaining one by one, step by step. Last slide is that reporting and capabilities, means like, so if you are going into the reporting roles, okay, like analytics or the CJA reporting roles, okay, this will be useful, right. So for example, say they want the dashboard, okay. So for that dashboard, so how you can able to do, okay. Not all the companies will be having AEP plus AJO CJA team, okay. The people will be expecting, the startup companies will be expecting, okay, to know all the technologies, okay, so that they can able to pay for one resource, okay, with multiple skills, okay. In big level enterprise organization, the all the teams are different, but in my enterprise Adobe, okay, so the people are different, okay. AEP will be working on only AEP, audience will be working on the audience, okay. And then so likewise the categorization will be there, reporting people will be working on reporting only, okay. But in small startup companies, okay, so are the growth factor companies, okay, they don't have the proper resourcing, okay. For them, okay, the reporting also will be taken care, and I have weighted 5 out of 10, because not all the companies are asking, okay. This is under factorization. Non-client communication, I'm expecting multi-level interaction or proactive communication or multi-client management. This comes into the client management when you are When you are in any role, client communication is the main thing. Communication, communication, communication. Okay, that one. So you have to do that. I'll tell you best tips how I have solved some of the problems, okay, or how I have solved some of the important errors, okay, that I have faced while at the course, right? So I will be explaining you that, okay, this is the problem that I have faced at the time while working for this XYZ project, okay, and then so this is what I have done, so that you will be familiar with this kind of a scenarios that you will be facing in your career, okay, or something like that. Project management excellence, if you are going into the product project management, I am talking about the product, and then the project management is how you deliver the tickets or something likewise, which comes into that. Okay, and then the Adobe Experience product expertise, which I will be telling you right now. Okay, why I have waited 5 instead of 95 or 100, in the sense. See, Adobe being a product expertise, that doesn't mean that, okay, you know schemas, the definition of schemas, okay, so you know how to build an audience. That doesn't mean that, so the companies will be saying that, okay, oh, Pawan is a good guy, but you need to know the real problem of the customer, and then so you have to solve it. Then only you will be appreciated, right? So that's why I have placed at the 5 out of 100. Okay. So instead of 95 out of 100, so Adobe product, whatever you are learning in this course, okay, will be helping you to deliver to the all the positions, okay, and then so you can able to address the interview, and then real application starts when you start the project, right? So at that time only you will be assessed, yeah, and client education and best practices, which we will be taking it ahead, and then so we can, the rest of these things are administrative and documentation skills, okay, which you can able to do. This is what the important that you need to know. Integrated solution delivery, which I will be focusing on, okay, in this course, okay, that is, it is the MarTech leaders, okay. So this course is from the foundation to at the end of the fifth day or sixth day, okay, I'll be telling you about the solution development and collaboration, okay. So wherein, so you will be a success leader, and how you have to do the customer what we call the cross functional solution design, and how you can able to do that, and how you can able to deliver that, okay. So you can able to market as per your need, and then the necessity, and then so you can able to be a solution architect or solution driver from this, okay, from this entire course, okay, that will be promised on sixth day or seventh day, okay. So I will be more focusing on, because right now the job market is getting saturated, and then the people who are just thinking doesn't mean that so you can able to apply, okay. Just you need to apply in order to get that cross functional team, okay. How you have to solve that, okay. How we, I will tell you one or two scenarios that I have solved, so that you will be getting familiar, and then so you can able to do it, okay. So coming into the AEP ecosystem, so we will be moving it ahead with the AEP right now, and then so I will be coming back to this slide, okay, later on, yeah. So any questions on the job roles that you need to target, or how that my bootcamp will be helpful for you in order to take it forward? Any doubt?
So you mentioned that the job market is saturated. So are there is still any hope that
Saturated
it
in
may
the sense.
go or?
Yeah,
Mhm.
saturated my way. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, saturated in the sense the people are expecting more skills. The people are expecting the
Mhm.
problem solvers, not just, okay, I learned the AJO training. Okay, so I can able to have the skills. Okay, you can able to answer in the interview what is schema, what is AEP, or what is this. Okay, that's small technical question. If I give you a scenario, okay, for example, say if you are working in an IBM, okay, or you are working in a JP, the customer has this real problem. How will you solve that? By using AEP. So, like that case scenarios, How will you solve that? Okay, this course covers the entire thing. Okay, and I am going to give you one LLM access once you join. So the LLM will be solving you. Okay, for example, say if you are working in IBM or like whatever the company is. Okay, I will not take the company name. If you have the real customer problem in front of you, how will you solve? Right? So that
Mhm.
is the
Mhm.
needed actionable item called the integrated solution delivery, which which
Mhm.
the companies are right now focusing on. Okay, and I will focus on and then make you as likewise as the real problem solvers rather than telling the this is the course, okay, schema, you need to build the schema. This it is not like that. Okay, this is a career accelerator training. Okay, career accelerator training in the sense like, so you will be also mentored. I will You will be also made a mistake and then I will make sure that so it will be corrected. Yeah, understood, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there is no right or wrong. Okay, but it is like, okay, so at least we have to out of 100 percentage, if I deliver 1 to 2 percentage, then I will be more than happy. You will be also more than happy by keeping my 100 percentage of effort. Yeah, and your
Mhm.
effort will be 5 percentage. Yeah, yeah. So,
Mhm.
and then the person will be given like an topic wise test series. Okay, once that person comes to the office, okay, he'll be logging in sometime. Okay, or I don't know, like yesterday he was on leave, so that's why your accesses are been getting delayed. Okay, so if he logins, his timing is at 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. Like 6 p.m. IST. Okay, so his login time is that. Okay, so once he comes to the office, okay, so you will be provided with an accesses, and by seeing the accounts, okay, I can able to provide the accesses. Yeah, so that is what. Okay, now coming into the sphere. Okay, now coming into our tool. Okay. So now I will be telling you the value driver projection. Okay, I will be giving you value driver. This is wired on all the job description. Don't worry about that. Okay. If you see here, okay, can you able to see my screen, please?
Mhm.
So if you see here, okay, all the products of Adobe. Okay, so here I have taken from the this slide. Okay, so one slide is there. So I have taken. So if you see here, okay, all the products of Adobe here. Okay, AEM which will help you to build the website and then manage content. Okay, I'll take this copy. Okay, it will be useful here. Okay, so if you see here, right? So I'll copy paste. Don't know why it is not copying. Okay, so if you see here, what is the use case or what is the use of that product? Okay, AM is Adobe Experience Manager, build and manage the content. Okay, analytics is like record website activity, like how many visitors are coming or playback data. Target, previously it is a target. Okay, analytics plus target. Okay, target is for customizing the test and target a website. Okay, campaign is to promote by means of the email campaigns, I think drift campaigns, batch campaigns, sending it to email, SMS, likewise. Okay, and audience manager is to build the audience, like whatever the audience that are coming in, so previous products, these are all previous products. Right now Adobe has came up with this AEP. Okay, by unifying all the products into one. Okay, if you see here, okay, AEP is not new. Okay, what Adobe is doing is a gimmicks. Okay, so that gimmicks in the sense like, okay, on all the products, okay, they will take the customer feedback, and then from that customer feedback, so they will be recruiting a consultants like us. Okay, and then so they will be building the R&D. Okay, and then from that R&D, so they will be coming out with a scope and then build a new product. For example, say after 5 or 6 years, okay, they will come out with a new product, okay, Adobe Experience Platform. So they will come out with a new platform like marketing, orchestration, experienced vision platform. Okay, so that current scope is, okay, they will be building on the top of the platform, and then so they will be modifying the UI, but all the things are same. Okay, but each one has this different functionality, and then so they will be binding it as a package or product. Okay, you understood, right? Okay, now if you see here the data collection here, it is a launch previously. Okay, right now they have came up with this kind of a naming convention, um, like data collection. Okay, and if you see here the decision management, okay, so the decision management is like an offers and activations. Okay, in the marketing orchestration platform, they have tested it, okay, in the beta version, while in back in 2016, while I am heading up the COE, that is Center of Excellence. Okay, so at that time, so this R&D has been started. So in the year 2019 to 2023, okay, they have implemented this decision management. They have given that beta release to um, 4 companies. Okay, further, and there are other 3 companies that I don't know. Okay, I'm associated with further. Okay, we have tested it and then told that these are the problems and then these are the things, and then they came up with this kind of a decision management. Okay, and they have rectified that mistakes, and then so they have done that. Okay, now coming into the data management, so which is the heart, okay, of the AEP, that is the schemas, data sets, and then the queries, and then this thing. Okay, and in the data science, okay, so previously the data science are outside. Okay, we will be building by means of the Jupyter notebooks. Okay, outside they have inducted that Jupyter notebooks into the more this thing, and then so we can able to build the AML models. Here also I will be explaining you 1 or 2 models. Okay, that is the lead scoring model that I will be explaining you in this session, in this course. Yeah, and then the policies, data governance. Okay, previously we have the while back in 2014, okay, there is a legal team and then the data management office. Okay, in the data management office, okay, they will be checking all the compliances, legality issues, and then so every company has a kind of a data office which will check whether it is following the HIPAA compliance or GDPR compliance. Okay, right now thanks to the Adobe, okay, so we will have a contractual C1, C2, and then the sensitivity labels in order to organize this, and then so we can able to have that scope, and then we can able to do that. So this will be also covered. And coming into the audience, okay, previously AAM, if you have heard of audience management, Adobe audience management, okay, so that is the tool. Okay, so they have integrated, and then so we can able to build the audience over here, the same concept only. Okay, and so whatever you are doing the connection, so this is what is the new future of AEP, that is. Okay, so Adobe has its own OOTB connectors. That is the out of the box connector through which you will be configuring and then getting the data. Previously, if we have to have an integration in between the Salesforce and then analytics, okay, we need to have an integration team. Okay, they will write the SQL queries, they will write the API calls. Okay, they will write the what we call the injection mechanism. Okay, if you are using the Java, okay, Java plugin, okay, jdbc.odbc, I hope you are not getting too struggled, right? Okay, previously it was like, okay, all the technical people should be there, integration team, okay, UAT tester team, likewise. Right now, what they are then doing is by using that, so we can able to automate over here. That means that all the streaming, these are called the plugins or the OTP connectors through which you can able to stream. There are 2 types of a streaming later on we will be conducting. Okay, that is the batch streaming and what we call the streaming connector. Okay, likewise. Okay, so and then so we will be having a workflows. The entire whatever you are doing, right? Okay, the this workflow module is the kind of a streamline activity. okay, wherein so it acts as a backend. Okay, it acts as a backend, and then the dashboard is for the viewing of the dashboard, and then so you can able to do it. It entirely AEP is a standalone application which is built on what we call RESTful APIs, and then each RESTful APIs will be having a kind of an understanding on that. Its job is to do some kind of a unification. For example, say you are coming from that, so I will explain you the unification concept in a nutshell. Okay, so in a nutshell, for a non-technical audience, okay, unification will be like, okay, so the same customer will be coming here. Okay, let me take one example. 1 minute. I'll take only 3 minutes from now. I'm opening one of the slide that I have prepared so that you will be having an understanding in a best way. If you can able to see here, right? Can you able to see here? Yes or no, please.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. If you see here, okay, the customer is coming from various systems. Okay, it might be customer, and then all the systems are being custom conducted with the customer database, forming the CID. Okay, that is the customer ID. For example, say you are going into Gmail, you are creating an ID, okay, pavan at gmail.com, okay, pavan at gmail.com is a email, okay, and then that pavan at gmail.com will be having a kind of a CID, okay, that customer ID you will not be seeing, okay, but it can able to see. For example, say if you see here, this class has generating one id, okay, digest of some id is generating, right? Okay, it is unique queue, okay, for all the people, so it is unique queue. Okay, so if you can able to see techacademy.api, okay, and then so it is generating. Likewise internally it will be creating, okay, and then all these web forms or something, and then whichever this, and then it will be following a identity graph, and then the profile will be stitched. Okay, that means that, okay, he is coming from this EID, okay, okay, and then so it is coming from the DOB, okay, email plus email has will be doing, or else whatever we are doing, right? Email plus email has, that is from the website has, and then the email has, that will be unified. Think as, think as, okay, you know the joins in SQL, joins, left inner join, left outer join. That means that you are
Yes.
joining the two tables. The same only is the unification, nothing else. The foundation stone of this unification is joins, nothing else.
But I think that the tool is doing itself, and my only thing is that we need to know how it works. Is that
Yes, yes,
correct?
that is what it is. Okay, so how it works? Okay, is the profile merge. Okay, that we will come back later. Okay, yeah. Now you must have understood, okay, how that unification will be coming, and then so 1 minute. Okay, so likewise, okay. For example, say I can able to explain you in a realistic way. For example, say you have an office badge, okay. You are working in IBM, you have an office badge, okay, and driving license, okay, and then the credit card. Each one will have the different numbers, right? Yes, or the is your office badge having your driving license number? Definitely no. Okay. Is your driving license will have the credit card number? Definitely no. Okay. So different IDs is connected to the same human. Okay. That means that Ravi is having a office badge, driving license, and credit card with different numbers. Okay, it is connected to Ravi. That Ravi, okay, will be having like, okay, so it is a combination, okay, wherein so if you are doing the identity graph or profile stitching in AEP, then automatically this unification will be happening on that. Okay, why the really why unification is really useful, okay, for our business, okay. So why the customer, why the discussion is a unification coming right now? What is that the application of the unification? That means that the unification will be mattering to 360-degree customer view, from where the customer is coming in, and then what are the kinds of a testing, and then so you will have only one unique customer with no duplicates, right? So likewise, so it solve the duplication problem, and then the deduplication problem, and then the 360-degree view from where he is coming, what kind of a products that he is obtaining, and then so what kind of a consistent maintain. See, suppose if you have 500 customers, okay, maintaining 500 customers, and then so if their payment is failed, okay, previously I'm talking about 2013 or 2014, we used to send an email, okay, the CRM team will be sending an email, your payment is failed, okay, and then so what is that, and then we will be using the call, okay, we will be calling. Right now, by using the AI and automation, okay, we can able to trigger an SMS or email that your email is like your payment is failed, okay, please pay this many amount, and then the link to pay, okay. So how easy it is, okay. So in a real time it will be triggering, right? So right now the world is working on the consistent messaging, okay. If you are waiting for your data to come in next 2 days or 3 days, then automatically you will be nowhere. That's why they want a faster response, okay, with the faster throughput, okay. That's why we are utilizing AI or the unification in terms of that, and then so we are streamlining the activities, okay. So likewise, okay, identity, so one line explanation, so after that so we will be leaving, okay. So one line identity, okay, what does AEP is doing is the identity stitching, okay. So I will be copying pasting here. Can you able to view my screen right now? Okay, identity tells AEP. Okay, this is my my way of telling. Identity tells AEP who the customer might be, and the unification connects to all the signals into one customer profile. This is what AEP is does. Okay, AEP's one job is to do the unification from whatever the sources that you have, right? So from whatever the sources that you have, so its job is to only unify. Okay, and then so how to do that? Okay, the building block for entire this thing is the schema. Schema is something like an skeleton of entire thing. Think schema is like, okay, a body, okay, or having a skeleton, okay, and more in detail. So in the next class, so we will be covering it up on the AEP, okay, and simultaneously you will be building the schema with me, and we will be correcting the mistakes, okay, whenever they are, and we will be doing the same kind of a functionality. Yeah, everybody will be getting that, and then logging into this platform is experience.adobe.com, which you will be mailed with an email ID and password, okay, to log in. And then so in the next class, so we will be going it ahead, and then the assignment for today is, okay, the assignment for today is, okay, so you need to the assignment for today is, okay, please go into the Adobe portal, and then learn about so how it is getting triggered, and then so how that experience whatever you are having, right? So what is that experience design, and then so you can able to do it, okay. Those who have platform access, okay, within half an hour, within some time, okay, today evening, okay, once that person gives you access, okay, go to here. Let me stop sharing the whiteboard. Go to our platform. Okay, once you have the login, okay, once you have access, okay, so and then go to this what you call e-library, okay. In this e-library, okay, you will have this access to this career accelerated AEP, which contain 12 ebooks. Okay, so go to here and then read about the career accelerator topics. Okay, what is the job roles that you need to target. Okay, and then so the second thing is, okay, so go to this Infinite 360. Okay, and then the how to handle a client. Okay, how to handle a client. Okay, so here you can able to have so one or two scenarios, okay, where I have answered. Okay, so what is that Adobe experience, and then what is that operation, and then so what is the users label. So I have explained in the term, in the form of theory. Okay, so you can able to take it forward, and then so you can able to learn from it. Okay, in the next class, okay, please complete this all. Okay, please complete this all. Okay, the financial services ERD. Okay, how does ERD can be created. Okay, so I have shown you, okay, how that ERD model will be delivered. Okay, likewise I have written a simple thing, okay, where you can able to take it. And then whatever the doubts that you have, what are the use cases that I will be solving in the in this course. Okay, I will be giving you, I will be okay. Please go into this use cases and then read at least a little bit, and then so we can able to take it forward from the next class. Okay, what is B2B, and then the healthcare. Okay, how we can able to solve that. Okay, so we will be constructing that. Okay, so this is what is the assignment for tomorrow. Okay, and next class will be on Friday, the same time 8:30 onwards. Yes.
So, and the next following class will be after Friday. Is it going to be Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday will be also the class. Okay, there will not be anything because in Saturday, Sunday it will be 3 hours or 3.5 hours. Okay, where I will be personally focusing on what you have done for this week. You understood, right? For example, say Arun has a lot of doubts. Okay, he can't able to focus on it. And then see, not all the fingers in our hand are same. Okay, I'll make sure that Saturday, Sunday is the time. Once after my session is completed, I will sit with them, and then so whoever has the doubts, okay, or he is not following the concept, I'll make sure that he will be understanding it, and then by Monday he or she will be at the same speed as like the other audience that we have. Yeah. You understand, right? Saturday and Sunday will be also the same time. Okay, and please focus on because we are going to have an intensive training for just 20 to 23 days. That's it. Yeah. And if you are missing, okay, any class, don't worry. Okay, so for example, say on Tuesday 2 members has been missed, on Saturday I will catch them. Okay, and then give them a handout. Okay, in that handout, so they need to perform that. Okay, where I will be focusing on this 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and then so I'll make sure that the missed concept will be doing done, and then so we can able to take the mentoring activity at a scale on Saturday and Sunday. And whatever the live recordings are there, so it will be on your platform. Okay, on this platform only where you can able to view the live recordings. After 30 minutes, after 3 hours, okay, this video will be formatted, and then so it will be uploaded in this portal. Okay, you can able to watch the recording. Okay, no problem on that. You will get an email triggered automatically once the recording is available, because it takes the frame by frame, and then so it will be formatting according to the MP4 quality. Okay, so and then so after that it will be available 15 minutes after this live platform. Means like if it is available at 2 o'clock in this platform, in the mobile app it will be available at 2:15. Yeah. Yes. Any doubts on this? Any doubts, please? Yes. Okay, I'll ask one by one. Karthik, any doubts?
No, as of now, I'm good.
Manish, any doubts? Karthik, any doubts? Or Manish, any, sorry, Manish, any doubts? Okay. So, Arvindam, so any doubts?
No, Pawan, things are clear.
Okay, Lokesh, any doubts?
No, Pawan, I'm good.
Okay, Saji Ahmad, any doubts?
Mhm.
Okay, Simha,
No. I one thing. When I browse the portal, it says Career Accelerator. It is logged. It is asking me to buy now. Hello, Pawan, are you able
yeah,
to hear me?
yes. Okay, so can you please share your screen?
Just a minute. Let me see. Join my screen.
Okay, so I'll ask for the doubts and then you can stay back in this session, please. Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay.
Simha, any doubts?
No, Bon, I'm good.
Okay, Bindu, any doubts?
No, Pawan. I'm good now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. The rest of the people can drop off. Okay, I will be talking to Saji Ahmad. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, Pawan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So you see my screen?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So Career
Yeah,
Accelerator
this one,
topics.
it will be, access will be given. As I mentioned, so that person is on leave, okay? So he will be coming today and then so he will be giving the access. You'll be getting the access.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
things,
I think I can access it. I access this one, but this one is not accessible. It is
yes.
locked. Yeah.
So it has to be written in the code, okay? We have to put your email ID in the code, okay? And then so send it to production, okay?
Yeah, I think
So,
everything is logged after this one. Only
yes.
I think I access on the first one. Rest of
Yeah.
them are locked.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
be I'll be doing just 1 minute. Let me check if I can able to do that right away. Give me your
So it
email.
is asking me to.
Yes, I'll paste it.
Just paste it in chat.
Okay, 1 minute. Mm, 1 minute. I'm taking your this thing. Okay, it will be arriving. I'm sending it to the production. Just 1 minute. I pasted your code on this. I'm sending it to the production. Can you able to check, okay, whether you have to came with an email or something?
Yeah, I got an email saying said
Now
you're
refresh
successful.
your screen. Yeah.
Okay, go back to that screen. Okay, refresh it. Let me refresh this.
Please refresh. Okay. And then the test series, so he will be doing that. Okay. So go to the e libraries. Okay. And then so you have this career accelerator. Refresh it. Okay. So please log off on
Still
log.
it's
Yeah. Please log off on
log
log.
out.
Log off and log in. Yeah.
Pawan, I think I also don't have the access. Seems like.
Yeah, I need to send that because it's his job actually. So do this. Okay. So can you give me time or okay? Give me your email ID. I'll send it to the production, please.
Yeah, I have sent in the chat.
Okay. I am adding you into this. Sending the version 2. Add it in the code. Sending it to the production. Yeah, sent. Okay. So
I think Saji has got the access. Maybe
yeah.
it will take some time for me also.
No, no, no. Please refresh. Okay. It is
Okay, okay.
already done. Yeah. The code is refreshed.
Yeah.
Please refresh. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. It will take 3 minutes. Okay, for you. Okay, in order to do that, you must have got an email, right? Have you got an email?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got just now.
Yeah. Okay. It will take 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
for one, I also don't have access. I have provided the email and it's in the chat.
Okay. All at the same time. Okay. 1 minute. I am doing this right away. I am adding your email ID. I'm adding your email ID. Okay. I have added.
So Pawan, this sandbox access will be getting once the your employer
Yes. Yes. You will.
employee will be giving the access, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I don't see that one. So which
You must have got an email, please.
I think Pawan is asking about the PDF, which PDF, right?
Yes. Okay. So
yeah.
I'll answer your question. Okay. The first one is the career accelerator topics. Okay. Job roles to target. Okay. And then so it contains 20 pages. Okay. Which will take 30 minutes of your time. Okay. So and then so what are the job roles that I have given like in what you call this thing. So by understanding that, so please come out with that. Okay. And then so what kind of an integrated delivery. Okay. And then so what are the best practices. Okay. So you can come out with that. Okay. The second one. Okay, is that the down you have the Infinite 360 materials. Don't go to that. Okay. So you have the AEP client handle. Okay, get started with Experience Platform. Okay, you have that. Okay. So on financial services ERD. Okay, AEP client handle. Open that, please. Yeah. In this, I have explained you about okay how the clients are being handled. Okay, and and about nutshell in that. Okay, what is the modules that I am going to cover? Okay, what is the self
Mhm.
help that you can able to take it in a nutshell. See the interviewer
Mm.
when you are sitting in the interviewer. Okay, you don't go into the technical. Okay, just explain these concepts, right? So whatever I am saying, right? Okay, so interaction, okay, how it is happening. So just explain in a nutshell, okay, such that everybody will be non-technical plus technical audience will be understanding that. Yeah. So load this, yeah. And then the financial services ERD. No, no, financial services, yeah. This
Yes,
is the real
financial service.
ERD. Okay, so where I have provided you, okay, the ERD approach and then the kind of an implementation. Next one. Okay. Overview,
Mhm.
how many exam classes will be coming in. Okay, what are the use cases that we will be covering? Okay. So entirely, so it covers entirely. Yeah. Please go through it.
Mhm.
Okay, next class. Okay, I got to go. Okay, and how brands
Okay, all right.
please open brands predict you. Oh, okay. So by using this chat GPT also we can do. Okay, actually this is not a slide. Okay, I will ask them to upload the new slide here. Okay, so this one is the project one, honey banking. So you can take it forward with this. Okay, honey experience event explanation. So I have explained each and every schema. If you open that, okay, financial services, I have explained each and every schema. Okay, this is the same slide. Okay, this is the same slide. Yeah, please close it. Yeah. Okay, so if you come into the Ani Banking ERD, so that is about the project. Okay, so we will be explaining you about that. Okay, so I'll be sharing you the drive link because it is not getting formatted. Okay, so please click on this button. Now come to the experience event explanation. I have explained to each and every step. Okay, what is an XTM event? Okay, and how that experience event will be doing that. Okay, what are the events? Okay, what
Mm.
are the, so how
Mhm.
to do it? Okay, I have explained. Okay, I think you must. I need to go actually to another meet. Manish, have you got email?
No, no point.
You have an access actually. So please share your screen.
Okay, I got to drop as well. Thank
Yeah,
you.
please. You can drop off, please. Yeah.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you. I also drop.
Sure. Okay, not this one. Okay, so close this 1 minute. Back career accelerator, right? So again, I will be removing your email and then so sending you. Yeah, now please refresh. I sent to the production.
This one?
No, 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 no. Ebook, ebook,
Yes. Yeah,
e-library, e-libraries. Okay, so yeah, you have access. Open it.
yeah. No,
Yes, you can view. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Thank,
thank you.
thank you very much.